Candice Hill is now with us here at America East Women's Basketball Media Day.
How y'all doing?
Candice, hi, how are you? We were just making
I'm
sure your
great,
audio
man.
is good to go. Everything good down in Baltimore? How are things?
Everything's great. Really enjoying the process of working with our group that we have now. But everything's great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, so year two, we asked a similar question to Megan over at UNH, right? You laid a foundation last year, but now I'm sure you're in a very night. I would imagine you're in a good place. I don't want to put words in your mouth because you got to play a game in like 2 weeks, right? So maybe I don't know. Are you ready to play a game yet? How are you feeling? Though we did this with you last year, and you were just still trying to figure it out. But now you've got a year under your belt. Where is the mind at this point a year later?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I thought last year was amazing because we got so many. I got put in so many different positions from roster, having injuries and being able to play through that to actually being able to pull off a couple games and win a couple games. So I'm feeling great. I think we brought in some great pieces that I'm really excited about, and it's go time now. So we've been working hard all summer. I have a group that's really bought in that wants to win, and I'm just excited to what this season is going to be.
Hi, Candice. Great job last year. And, I watched a
Thank
bunch of
you.
games and, you just your energy and just how passionate you are on the sidelines. Your players obviously are really bought into what you're doing. So, great job. But, and
Thank
honestly, I
you.
mean, 14 wins ties the most since 16, 17, which is a great accomplishment. What are you most excited about, year two? I mean, year one is kind of like, yeah, I'm a head coach and you get everybody and then year two comes around and obviously you set the bar. What are you most excited about with your group? Have you guys talked about goals yet, or are you just kind of taking it one game at a time? What's your kind of mentality with year two?
Yeah, we've talked about goals. We actually defined our goals last week going into this past weekend we had a scrimmage. So we wanted to define our in-game goals and our season goals. And I'm really excited. I'm just really excited to build off the momentum that we had last year. I think we were able to do some things that we weren't expected to do. And now I feel like I really have, when it comes to athleticism, I really have a lot of athletes in my program now. I think we're way younger than we were last year. I mean, we graduated 6 seniors. We love those seniors. They laid the foundation. But I went and brought in 8 new players. Out of the 8, 4 are freshmen. And out of the other 4 that were transfers, 3 out of the 4 will be back for the next year, and they'll be in the junior class. So it's just exciting. It's funny because I feel like with this group, I had to get in shape more because they in practice they want high fives and they want even more excitement and more energy than I had last year. So I really locked in on that and just trying to be in shape and just be ready for them. But I think that they're going to be a fun group. Just the things that they can do, the size and the length that we have, I'm just really excited about it.
Yeah, you've got it's a new challenge for you, right? Like we talk all this, we're saying all this stuff about how it's your second year, but as Maureen hinted, you've got a bunch of new players that are going to have players expanding their roles. There's opportunities here to be had, right? For your women. How have they embraced it? How have they embraced that opportunity now to get more, whether it's playing time, getting a chance to start if they didn't from a year ago? How is that all going?
It's going great, man. I've always said this in practice since we've been here in July. It's like the good thing about this group, unlike last year, we didn't have a deep bench. Now I feel like we have a deep bench, so it's easy to hold people accountable. I tell you that each and every day, because if one person's not doing it, I got one more on the bench that's willing to come in and do it. And so we've really been locked in on just like everybody being bought in, sharing the ball, being sharp on offense and defense, and just playing to our strengths and continue to build on our weaknesses. But they've stepped up to the challenge. I tell you that we had a really, really tough summer. I pushed them to levels they probably never thought they'd be pushed to. But they bought in. And man, one thing I can say, about this team and this program so far is that they are competitive. They compete against each other each and every day. If one team loses, they're going home mad. They want to win. Each team wants to win. And every player on our team wants to win. So that's been fun. That's one thing I've kind of harped on a lot. It's like the one thing we can hang our hat on is how we compete and our toughness.
Very good. Nice.
And your non-conference schedule is pretty tough. It looks like a great
Yeah,
non-conference schedule. Really fun.
yeah.
And last year, at Maryland, which is a great. I know, being from Maryland, being from Baltimore, that's such a big game. But Virginia, FIU tournament. I mean, your crew must be pumped to get to Miami. Obviously, you're there to play basketball, but is that something that you're trying to do now with your program? Is, obviously you want to play the best players, the best teams, the best programs, but going on a trip, like to kind of help with recruiting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it helps with recruiting. It also, helps when it comes to being in positions where you have adversity and see how they respond. I think this is a team that will respond to the adversity that we're going to be put in. And ultimately, I mean, if you look at our team, even from our freshmen, like we have players on our team that have played high level basketball. Players that had played for EYBL teams and played on the circuit. So they played against the best of the best. And in the recruiting process, they asked me, hey, is it going to be, who are we going to play against? So they want that challenge. They want to play against, the top teams. I thought last year was great against Maryland. We opened up with Maryland here. This year we're going to be on the road there. But Brenda does a great job with her team as always. And it's just always good for us to be in those situations. And then going down to play at UVA, I mean, their staff and their team and their program has done a great job. So we're just excited about the challenge. And I think our players are going to step up. And I'm excited to see how they respond to it, playing Maryland and Virginia back to back, and then going down to FAU and playing some pretty competitive teams.
I can just remember, it's bringing me back now. We did this chat with you last year, and you can tell your coaching background in the Big East, that competitive nature that you're bringing now to Baltimore. It shines through chatting with you. Let's discuss some personnel. You've got Carmen back as your lone returning starter, and Carmen was your starting point guard. And I would imagine, I don't know, Maureen could maybe weigh in too, but when you have it, if it's your point guard who's returning, does that put your mind at ease because they need to be on the same page with you to then get everybody else in the right place, right? To be that floor general.
Absolutely. I mean, look, having Carmen back has been great. I think last year it took a lot of her getting used to my coaching style and having somebody that truly believes in her. She would, every game, if she had a bad game, she would be looking to see, hey, am I going to start? Am I not going to start? And I told her, I believe in you. Like, I'm not taking you out of starting lineup for one bad game. Like, I need you to lead our team. And Carmen, I mean, a lot of people don't know this. Carmen's from Spain. She decided to stay here all summer. So we were able to put in work all summer. She didn't go home, didn't get to see her mom. And she's our leader. I mean, on the floor, I trust her. She knows what I want. She knows the reads that I want us to have. And they listen. And English is her second language, man. But when she talks, our players listen and they wholeheartedly look to her. It's funny because we did a poll to see who would be our captain this year. And 1 through 14 voted for her. So they all believe in her. Wow. They all trust her. And it's been fun to just see her grow and be more comfortable and more confident. So I'm really, really excited. And man, is she gonna have some big shoes to fill? Somebody's gonna have some big shoes to fill after this year because I'm really, really excited and proud of Carmen and her growth.
That's great. I saw you guys had a Retriever Madness last week.
We did.
That's so great. I love when programs do that. I feel like people are going away from that, and it's just looked like such a great event and experience for your players, and just to kind of celebrate it. Talk a little bit about that. Did you guys do it last year too, or was this the first year?
So this was the first year that they did it since I believe like 2018, and I thought it was great. Yeah, since 2018, and so our AD Tiffany Tucker has been doing an amazing job of making sure not only is she in the community, but we are, and all of the programs in our university are out in the community. And what better way to give back and to show our players love and just get everybody hyped about the season than to do something like Retrieving Madness. And I thought it was great. I don't know if you guys seen me. I came out on the scooter. That was the highlight of the night, I'd like to say.
I didn't see that. I gotta go back and check that
I have to
out.
put like a little clip up there. I came out on a scooter. So my players got me a scooter for my birthday, since they all ride scooters around. So I came out for my birthday and I had a scooter and a helmet, and figured I'd wear that out for Retrieving Madness, which was pretty cool.
I love
And
that
you get
gift.
to you get to keep the scooter. It was an
I
actual gift.
They bought it. Yeah, they bought it. I ride it
Oh,
around
wow.
campus.
Okay.
I need to clear my mind. I go get lunch and some more stuff around campus. So it's fun. It's honestly funny when I bump into them on campus when I'm
Yeah.
on my scooter and they're on their scooter. So it's been a fun time these past 2 weeks.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh. When was your birthday? Did you just have a birthday?
Yeah, October 5th.
Oh, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Aw,
Thank you.
I love that. Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
really cool. All right, I'll definitely go back and check it out.
Man, I wish it just popped up right away, but that's great. That's cool. All right, Coach. And one of the last things I guess we'll get you out on is just look. It's a new challenge for you this year, as you've talked about with some new players coming in. Like, how do you look at the league? Like, you know the standard of the league now after one season, seeing your Albany's, your Vermont's, NJIT, Maine, some of those common customers towards the top. Like, how do you, now having 1 year under your belt, being in it on a 2 nights a week, the Thursday Saturday grind of the America East schedule, how do you get to that level where those programs have now been consistently the last handful of years?
Yeah, I mean, our league is a well-coached league. I'll tell you that. Last year was obviously my first season, but coaching against some well-organized teams and some great coaches, it was a great experience. I learned so much from it, and I think one of the biggest things that I've seen within our conference is that we're a conference that keeps players in our conference, and so I think in order to be successful, you have to get freshmen, you have to get people that want to stay in your program and to continue to grow and continue to build. I don't think that this is a conference where it's like a turnover. Everything you have to get and keep players in your conference and continue to grow them. And so that was my goal. That's why I brought in 4 freshmen, because I feel like our freshman class could really be special in these next couple of years. But I'm just excited, man. If you look at the schedule, we had the privilege of beating 3 out of the top 4 teams. So it's just like going back off of the things that we did to be able to have some success. But also, like, with the quick turnaround is, having players that, number one, can learn quickly, because a 1 day's prep for a scout is pretty hard. And we were older last year. We had players that knew the league. So I think that that'll be our challenge this year, is just being younger and not having a lot of players that have experienced this league and how quick it is. And so we challenge them about that in practice each and every day. And I make them very aware of how it's going to be a quick turnaround from, Thursday to Saturday, and how you got to be able to adjust and learn as quickly as possible. So I'm just excited about this group. I think, we continue to put them into situations that simulate what it's going to be like in our conference. And we're going to do that with our non-conference schedule as well. It's just make sure they're in those positions so that when conference comes around, it's not anything that's new. It's something that they experienced before. But I'm just thankful, for the experience that I had last year within this league. And I'm just excited to continue to grow as a coach and continue to grow our program and win some games.
Very good. Very nice. All right, Coach. I just found the video, Maureen, of the scooter. That's fantastic. That is a sharp scooter. That's top tier.
Yeah, that's a nice one,
Really? I
man.
gotta see
Look,
it.
I was excited
Your
when I came.
players
I was
want it.
surprised, number one, but it was exciting. I
it.
mean, it was fun, and I think we need to do. Keep telling them we all need to do like some video together on our scooters, because they all have them. I finally have one, so it's fun. It's fun for sure.
Yeah, if you publicize this, Maureen's going to be hearing from the UVM players. Hey, when are we going to get some scooters?
I never got any of that. I never got anything. I got like flowers maybe one time in 15 years as a coach. You're doing something right.
Look, hey, I said the same thing. I said, "Oh, these guys really love me. I'll take it."
That's right.
Love it.
Keep it
That's
coming
great.
every year now. They got to.
We'll do.
That's cool. I mean,
Yeah,
hey, I think
good luck
it's
this year.
Thank you.
Great content. All right, very good. Candice Hill, UMBC. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Bye, guys.
All right, thank you. Okay, very